Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. And tonight, it'll be the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Portland Trailblazers. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Let's see some of the numbers here for Mark Williams.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Avdia out there with Ayton. And it's Kamare in at the small forward position. And for Charlotte, up at forward, it's Miller and Bridges. LaMelo Ball is out there with Trey Mann. And it's Nurkic in at the center position. You know, one thing we're seeing across the league, rookies, Brent, who have already impacted their teams winning.
Yeah, some guys really need some seasoning, but we're seeing a lot of guys come into this league, Kevin, ready to contribute at a very high level. And some of these performances have really blown me away. It's been impressive. Now, here's Avdia. Ayton a screen on Bridges, and the wide open shot from Avdia. The three-pointer is right on target. Avdia's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for the Trailblazers. Mann passes to Nurkic. Pass the ball. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another, really the story of the game.
Yeah, it felt like just the entire roster was stuck in neutral. There was nobody offensively that could get anything going.
The Hornets shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Henderson finds Ayton. And the shot goes down.
Such a tremendous physical profile that Ayton has. He's getting it done down low.
On the wing, Bridges. Outside, Ball. Here's Mann. Defended by Sharp. And stolen by Ayton. Pass to Kamare. Fires from deep. Rebound by Nurkic. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Now he highlighted the problems that come along with facing a center like DeAndre Ayton. Coach said DeAndre impacts the game on both ends of the floor. He can score inside, shoot the mid-range jumper, and defensively he can protect the rim and switch out on the perimeter. Certainly a talented young center. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Now here's Ayton. 12 points his last outing.
Hitting that mid-range shot. This is right now probably the extent of Ayton's range.
For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Ball against Henderson. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Miller, the pass to Mann. 4 on the clock. There's Ball with the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Just a bit of a rut here early. Just 1 of 4 so far.
Sharp finds Avdia. Pass to Ayton. Uncovered. Not enough on that one as it misses.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Shots good by Miller.
And this is where Miller continues to improve, creating off the dribble.
And so Henderson will bring it up for Portland. Now here's Ayton. And Sharp has it in the corner. Good on the three-point shot.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Ball. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And, guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Taking a look at Portland. They're 6th right now in the conference with lots of time to make a move.
Yeah, and when you look at Portland, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
They still had enough players take positive steps forward to call this season a success. Maybe they're not at the top of the standings where they'd hope they'd be, but they're in really good position in terms of the playoff picture.
Now, here's Avdia. 9 points last game. Henderson against Bridges. Pass to man. And there's another one for the Hornets.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Henderson against Ball. Henderson attacking. Outside, Avdia. That three off the mark.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Here's man. Defended by Sharp. Avdia against Bridges. Miller outside. Knocks down the three ball. Miller's got 8 points.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass is coming.
Avdia on the wing. Henderson with the screen for Avdia. Portland again missing. For the Hornets, they come into this one following a loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Charlotte's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. It didn't take long for the Blazers to find Damian Lillard's heir apparent, did it, Greg?
Yeah, they drafted Scoot Henderson with the 3rd overall pick in 2023. Took him a little time to get his sea legs, but his talent is undeniable.
Here's Nurkic. Pass the ball. Another shot. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Sharp, the pass to Avdia. Back to Sharp. To the inside. Here's Ayton. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Charlotte in the lead. Man passes the ball. Pass to Miller. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
For Portland, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. And there's a foul called on Trey Mann. That's his first foul. And Portland making a change here. Grant's checked in. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Ayton a screen on Miller. Here's Grant. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Now, Grant is a confident scorer, especially from the interior.
The Hornets have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Ball, the bounce pass. Bridges kicks to Miller. Bridges a screen on Grant. Back to Bridges. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And Ayton throws it down.
And Ayton just up over the top at his size to throw that one down.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Mark Williams is checked in for Charlotte. Here's the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been fantastic from three-point land in the last 10. In third, the Hornets.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing. That has led to wide-open, long-range shots, and that's why we see the great numbers from the three.
Charlotte trailing. Now, man. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Williams, a screen on Sharp. Miller, the pass to Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
And you can put Miller on either side of that pick-and-roll action. He has a terrific IQ.
And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Pass to Avdia. Here's Grant, defended by Bridges. And it's Grant that time on the assist by Avdia. Grant's got 5.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Back to man. Charlotte moving it around. And here's Nurkic. And it goes down 2 points. Nurkic has got the game tied up here for Charlotte.
Nurkic using his body that time, a polished move.
Pass to Ayton. Down low, here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great, scoring is coming in bunches, and both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Hornets have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Man finds Miller. Nurkic against Ayton. Just 5 on the clock. Bridges. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
And that one falls for Bridges. Looking at the Hornets, Greg, they're still in pursuit of their first trip to the NBA Finals.
And, Kevin, I hope it happens soon because their fan base deserves it. They've stuck with this team through some difficult years. It's about time they get rewarded.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Robert Williams, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Avdia. And it's Simons in for Charlotte.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Charlotte's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Anthony Simons came into the NBA at age 19, and he's paid his dues, working his way up from the end of the bench to a starring role. Coach Chauncey Billups says he just believes he's one of the best players in the NBA, and confidence is a big thing. Well, Kevin, he's certainly earned it. Back to you.
I would totally agree with you, D.A. Thank you so much. And so here's Charlotte, trailing by 2. Here's man. Henderson defending. Bridges outside. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
just rising up with purpose. Allow Bridges to get this kind of positioning. He is going to hammer it home.
Now, here's Simons. Still scoreless. Hits the three-point bomb.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Some changes for Charlotte. Grant Williams is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Okogie comes in for Bridges, and Curry subbed in for Trey Mann. And Portland with a change here, too. Kamar is checked in. Here's Curry. Williams, a screen on Henderson. Curry outside. There's Williams. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
It's Henderson on the wing, guarded by Curry. Henderson passes to Grant. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Kept both his balance and focus on the rim. Grant unfazed.
A minute 20 left in the first quarter. Pass to Okogie. Goes back up. And Williams with the nice bucket inside. Williams has got 6.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Curry against Henderson. Now, here's Simons. He's guarded closer. The shot comes out. Good D by Miller.
They'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Curry kicks to Williams. Here's Miller. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Simons. Back in the late 80s and early 90s, Brent, the Blazers had a real chance to win some titles.
Oh, man, they ran into some great teams, too, Kevin. The bad boy Pistons and then the Bulls, obviously, with Michael Jordan. Winning a title in those days took something special, and the Blazers were right there.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we're just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
And Simon's doing a good job operating and getting to his spot in the mid-range.
Now, here is Miller. He's coming off a 28-point game against Memphis.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that
game. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Trailblazers up by 1. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Hornets. They trail by 1. They've got LaMelo Ball. Mark Williams is out there with Williams. And it's Okogie in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Williams passes to Williams. Over to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Williams has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Charlotte. Pass to Williams. Outside, Simons. Williams has a screen for Simons. Shoots over Ball. And it's Simons missing.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Ball, no good. Williams dishes the ball. This one for 3. Williams can't get it to go.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Jams it in off the great move. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Okogie. Scoreless thus far. Ball against Simon. And it's Williams finishing it off.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
And you look at Henderson. He's definitely got a shot of making it to the top 4 slots this year. We'll just have to see if he ends up moving up.
Listen, I know this guy is hoping he gets the opportunity to be a part of it this year, and it would be a huge disappointment for him if he's not able to showcase some of those phenomenal dunking skills.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
To the paint, here's Thibault. That one, no good. Excellent D there from Williams. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Charlotte moving it around. Pass the ball. Here's Salon. 5 on the clock. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists tonight.
And there's one aspect of the game LaMelo's not going to ignore. Keeping his teammates involved and the offense working as a unit.
Thibault on the wing. Simons up top. Back to Thibault from outside the arc. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Okogie. Lets it go with the 3. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now a 5-point Charlotte lead.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Thibault. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4. You know, it used to be teams hoarded their cap space to make a big splash in free agency. But, Brent, why is that less common now?
Well, really the mechanisms for you to retain and maintain your star power has gotten easier for teams as they have gone out for big extensions to make sure that their star is shining brightest.
Williams, a screen on Simons. Nifty move. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And Ball understands how to get these calls, especially against aggressive defense.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hornets.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
That's good from Ball.
Taken 3rd overall in 2020, LaMelo Ball is a unique player Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot it.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Reith is checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Grant. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Magic in Orlando.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
Teardrop shot. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Saturday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Monday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
That's good from Ball.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Ball hits them both. Trailblazers trail by 7. Outside, Simons. Here's Grant. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Ball, the pass to Man. Back to Ball. Simons with the defensive effort.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Here's Ball. Got a hand on it. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Charlotte. Right now they've been able to gather the 8th best record in the conference as the latter part of the season approaches.
And you know, for the Hornets, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Now, you just don't want to sit in the middle for too long. You either want to be competing against the top teams or starting to strategize where you can position yourself for a high lottery pick and maybe turn around your franchise's fortunes.
Here's Ball. Avdia with a defensive effort.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Brent with Avdia, there's a versatility to his game that not many players can claim.
Yeah, Kevin, it's a great point. He does things on both ends. Sometimes defensively it goes unnoticed, but this guy can play a lot of different positions and is very skilled. He contributes in a lot of ways to his team. After what we saw from Simons last year and the way he broke out offensively, just becoming one of those guys that plays with force when he has the ball.
Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte. Miller comes in for Josh Okogie. Here's Grant. That shot, no good. Good D by Miller. Hornets leading by 6. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists now in the game. And here are the Trailblazers now. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. Simons finds Grant. Ayton a screen on Miller. Grant the bounce pass. And Ayton throws it down.
The coaching staff has to like that as he picks apart the defense there in the pick and roll play.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. On the wing, Bridges. Pass to Nurkic. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. 6 to shoot. From the wing. Second shot opportunity. Now, Mann buries the long-range jumper. Mann's got 5.
And not just the score. Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
Grant on the wing. Over Miller. Off the left rim and out.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Simons against Ball. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pass to Simons. From past the arc. Doesn't go for him.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And here are the Trailblazers now. 11-point game. And here is Grant, covered by Miller. And it's Grant that time on the assist by Simons. He's got 9.
Well, he's 1 for 5 in the quarter, and his body language is saying a lot about where his confidence is. Rattled just a little bit. Maybe the next open look will start him up.
On the wing, Bridges. Back to Ball. Takes a 3. Mann can't hit. Trailblazers trail by 9. To the middle. Here's Ayton. Bridges with the board. Charlotte has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Nurkic can't hit. Portland's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And Simons wide open. He'll fire. Ayton kicks to Simons. Grant gets a wide open look. Buries it from 3-point range.
And that's something Grant has worked on, capitalizing off the catch.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Mark Williams is checked in for Ball. Portland also making some changes. Kamar is checked in. And Shaedon Sharpe subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. Hornets leading by 6. On the wing, Mann. Henderson defending. Miller against Sharpe. Shots good by Miller. Miller's got 4 this quarter.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Portland's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Henderson with a screen on Williams. Pass to Kamare. 6 on the shot clock. Henderson dishes to Ayton. Here's Kamare. Misses the 3.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. On the wing, Mann. Henderson defending. Man passes to Miller. Tries again. It's Williams, high post. Shoots over Avdia. Pass to Nurkic. A second chance effort. He gets that one.
Not bad. Nurkic with a nice shot there, especially off of that assist.
Trailblazers trail by 8. And here's Henderson. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Orlando. Here's Sharp. Williams with the block. 1:49 left here in the second. Man with it. Henderson defending. Man with it. He has 7. Pass to Miller. Over Sharp. Miller, no luck. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. Henderson, no one around him. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Williams has got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Miller. And he banks in the layup. Miller's got 18 points.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Trailblazers trail by 10. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. What a month it's been for these teams defensively. 5th best, the Trailblazers.
They've been playing great lockdown defense over the past month. They close out on shooters extremely well and do not allow easy looks.
.56 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Kamare. Now, here's Sharp. Covered by Miller. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Ayton. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Miller surveying the floor. Back to Man. Nurkic, the pass to Man. It's good from long range. Man's got the lead up to 11 now for Charlotte.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Now Sharp fires the 3. That shot off. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Portland Trailblazers.
I mean, it's pretty simple. More rebounds, more opportunities. Right now, they're getting crushed on the glass, Shaq.
From where I'm sitting, I don't see the energy, and I do not see the effort.
Moving on to our next topic, All-Star voting. A peek at the latest returns.
You can almost taste All-Star Weekend, the celebrations on and off the court. Shaq, you know all about that. Let me hear some memories.
It's like Vegas. What you do there stays there.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Brandon Miller has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Hornets leading by 11. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Avdia is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Kamare in at the 3 slot. On the wing, man. Avdia against Bridges. Ball from long range. Portland grabs the miss. Avdia's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Puts it in off the nasty crossover. Avdia's got 5 now.
Just pushing through that time. Avdia asserting himself against the contact.
Charlotte shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Now, here's ball. And there's the whistle. That goes on Denny Avdia. That's foul number 2 for him. Here is Miller. 16 feet away. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. And the NBA is truly an international league. I mean, look.
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, man. Scoot Henderson, an elite leaper.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Hornets leading by 7. Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Bridges. Nurkic a screen on Avdia. Bridges finds ball. Shot clock at 5. Boy, he just hasn't been able to get his shot to fall.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Henderson against Bridges. Henderson, no good. The Hornets have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. And he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Sharp.
Already a gifted passer, Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
And here's ball. They'll bring it up for the Hornets. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. Pass to Miller. Just 4 to shoot. Portland grabs the miss.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And that one's good, Ayton.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Henderson against Ball. It's picked off. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That is his first foul of the game. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Back to Avdia. It's Henderson on the wing. He's covered by Ball. From 13, Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ball game.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
And a chance here to check out some stats for Avdia. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's getting around 8 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
The role consists of rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else he gives you is found change in the couch.
Henderson against Ball. Bridges outside. Man with it. 10 points for him. 5 to shoot. And again, the Hornets missing. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Here's Kamara. Out to Henderson, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic.
And with the pause in the action, let's look at the numbers for LaMelo Ball. And he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. Ayton a screen on Ball. Henderson, no good. Charlotte in the lead. Here's Miller, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Miller's got 20.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Trailblazers.
Pass to Kamara. For the tie. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Kamara's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. Henderson against Ball. Bridges a screen on Henderson. Here's Ball. Plays it up and banks it in. Ball's got 9.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Portland moving the ball around. Pass to Ayton. Shoots over Nurkic. And it's Ayton missing. Hornets have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Nurkic against Ayton. Man with it. Here's the 3. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Good to watch Nurkic out there concentrate on his passing. At 7 feet tall, he sure can scan the floor.
Pass to Sharp. Henderson against Ball. Here's Kamara. Clock at 4. Ayton sets the pick for Sharp. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Now Nurkic. And here is Ball. He's got 9. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with all that LaMelo does on the floor, Ball is one of the most difficult guys to guard in the league.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
And, guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
Williams, he's checked in for Charlotte. Grant, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for Sharp. Hornets leading by 6. Now, Man, he's got 13. Now, here's Ball. Pass to Miller. Shoots over Simons. Miller, no luck. Trailblazers trail by 6. Grant on the wing. Defended by Man. Simons from outside. Connects from three-point range. Simons has got 10.
Yeah, Simons has great confidence in shooting that three ball, and that consistency will help this squad.
Pass to Miller. Fires for three. Here's Williams, and it's slammed in by Williams.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Henderson outside. To the paint. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
What a night Jeremy Grant has it going on the offensive end, and his teammates encouraging him to stay hungry.
Here's Mann. Pass to Miller. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. For three, Henderson, the putback. Rebound by Nurkic. Hornets leading by 3. Mann with it. He's got 13. Ball, the bounce pass. Here's Miller. Pass to Nurkic. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And there's Miller. Good that time on the assist from Ball. Ball's got his 7th assist in the game. Outside, Avdia. Here's Henderson. He's covered by Ball. And that one's good by Henderson.
Well, good to see Henderson knock that one down, continuing to work on the jumper.
Henderson against Ball. Pass to Nurkic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Denny Avdia picks one up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Hornets have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. And he makes the first.
Nurkic is focused on trying to make the job of his teammates easier. He works so hard on the glass and setting screens. Tons of dirty work that Nurkic finds himself involved in.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Okogie comes in for Trey Mann. And it's Seth Curry in for Ball. And it's Henderson with the ball for Portland. Simons on the wing. Good on the triple. Simons has got 13.
And this is how confident Simons is playing right now. He knows how lethal he is off the catch.
Here's Curry. Still without a basket. And when you're a knockdown shooter like you were, with the kind of athleticism that Anthony Simons possesses, Brent, you're in rarefied air.
Yeah, no doubt Anthony, one of those guys really tough to stop. You got to pick your poison with him. That quickness and his ability to get to the rim, though, that can impact what they do offensively.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Hornets leading by 3. Henderson pulls it in. Portland's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
Pass to Williams. Double team on Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On its way from Curry for 2. Portland grabs the miss. 1:33 left in the third quarter. Grant outside. Williams, a screen on Nurkic. Grant for three. The Hornets pull it in. Williams has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And it's Miller penetrating. And Miller throws it down hard.
And using his length to come right off the drive into the hoop there. Big-time move by Miller.
Henderson passes to Williams. A floater, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And, Kevin, he started out as a second-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a bench spark plug, a starter, even a number one option in Detroit for a couple of years. Grant's done it all.
And once known for his defense, Jeremy Grant has become a knockdown three-point shooter. Brent, he's fun to watch.
Yeah, that's really opened up some lanes for him as a player to do more, become more complete. I mean, his slashing game has come along. He's been a better rebounder. And if you foul him, he's going to cash in at the free throw line.
Pass to Okogie. Shoots the three. And the three ball is good. Okogie's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, the defense playing the numbers game on Okogie. Not a great three-point shooter, but he's making them pay.
Thibault kicks to Grant. Outside, Simon. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Simons has got 16 points.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you watch Miller, he keeps the defense on its heels. They don't know what he's going to do.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. There's 21 seconds left in the 3rd. Simons against Curry. Pass to Klingon. Simons from outside. Rebound by Williams. Here's Okogie. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Brandon Miller making highlights for the Hornets. A terrific quarter for him. And now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. They've got Mark Williams. Williams is out there with ball. And it's Salon in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Ball against Simons. Pass to Thibault. Here's Klingon. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Here's Ball. There's the drive. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Here's Okogie. Defended by Thibault. Okogie the pass to Ball. Pass to Okogie. And stolen by Thibault. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Simons from outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Simons has got 19 points.
Love the combination of skill and athleticism. Anthony Simons exploding offensively here.
Ball with the bucket.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Guys, over the break, Chauncey Billups had some advice for his team. He told his guys, I need you all to come together right now on both ends. This game is not over, and you need to go out there and take control now. We'll see how it looks coming out of the timeout. Guys?
Thanks, David. Long range from the inbound. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Salon. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And it's a 7-point Charlotte lead.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Thibault for three. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Ball. It's tipped. Second chance shot. Pass to Williams. And here now is Thibault. No good from Grant. Here's Salon. Left side Williams. Now Ball. Covered by Simons. Here's Salon. Lock at 6. Back to Ball. Shoots over Simon. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And I love Ball's awareness. When the mid-range J is available, he is more than happy to take it.
Trailblazers trail by 9. Outside, Simons. To halt the run. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
You got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
Here's Ball, and he drives in.
Oh, electric shot blocking from the Time Lord.
There's the triple. And it's Simons missing. Hornets leading by 7. Outside, Ball. Pass to Salon. Salon goes up again. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Free throw good. Simons. And the Hornets making a change here. Mann's checked in. DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Portland. Trailblazers trail by 6. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Simons against Ball. And it's Simons missing. Hornets shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Pass to Mann. And stolen by Thibault. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. LaMelo Ball picks one up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw. Hornets leading by 5. Now Ball. Williams finds Ball. Man with it. Defended by Thibault. Williams passes the ball. And stolen by Simons. Here's Thibault. Rips down the breakaway slam.
I love the hustle on the break. Simons just determined to see that play end with a positive result.
The Hornets shooting for the game at 42%. Ball with the bucket. And the Hornets lead by 5.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Portland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And really, he played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's the only time he's turned it over so far.
A different look now for Portland. Avdia's checked in for Klingon. Shaden Sharp comes in for Jeremy Grant. And Henderson subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. Henderson against Ball. Pass to Williams. Here's Man. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, they're starting to go in the wrong direction in terms of turnovers. It's slowly becoming a problem.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Outside, Simons. And there's the drive. And he gets the bucket. Simons has got 24 points.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Hornets shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Ball dishes to Williams. Over Ayton. Williams' shot is off. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold.
Good setup. Avdia, he's got such a good feel for the game.
The Hornets on offense. Now here's Ball. To the inside. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Short. That's good.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Here's Man, covered by Simons. Pass to Okogie. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Avdia's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And the foul called on Grant Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Williams. And it's Brandon Miller in for Josh Okogie. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Kamar is checked in. And it's Simons missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Shots good by Miller.
And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it's really hard to get someone to match up with him.
Simons against Ball. And it's Simons missing. Charlotte in the lead. Man passes the ball. Lets a floater go.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
A clear look for Avdia. Portland again missing. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Charlotte Hornets. uses the glass to finish the layup. Ball's got 11 in the second half.
LaMelo using that body control there, making a play off contact.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Pass to Sharp. Here's Kamara. 3-pointers, Simon. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Man with it, and stolen by Sharp. Here's Kamara. And the rebound by Nurkic, and stolen by Ayton. Inside, they get a hand on it. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Avdia against Miller. Here's Simons, and he converts the layup. 26 points for Anthony Simons.
Well, you got to find ways to keep feeding Anthony Simons. Right now, this guy is on fire.
Simons against Ball. Miller outside. Here's Man. Second shot opportunity, and Nurkic finishes inside.
Yeah, when Nurkic goes across the lane, they're hard to get him out of the way, and he collects the offensive rebound.
Ball against Simons. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
First free throw is good.
Well, Anthony Simons is out here to score, but boy, does he find all kinds of ways to torture defense.
Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte. And so he makes both from the line. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Man. Nurkic a screen on Sharp. That free throw missing. And he's good on the second.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Pass to Sharp. Ayton with it. Here's Kamara. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
There's a lot of people who are very curious about Ayton and the total package he is. Nice pass there.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And here are the Hornets now. Outside, Ball. Nurkic against Ayton. Miller with a wide open look. Drains it from beyond the arc. Miller's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys. 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Scoot Henderson's checked in for Anthony Simons. Now here's Henderson, defended by Man. Sharp against Ball, just 5 to shoot. And it's Sharp missing. Charlotte has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Sharp against Ball. Pass to Bridges. Back to Ball. Bridges inside. Defended by Avdia.
He has the size and can get up quickly. Ayton with the throwback.
.141 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Sharp. Henderson outside. Over Ball. Henderson, no good. Charlotte shooting the ball 42%. Man passes to Nurkic. Now here's Ball. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter. Takes the three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Down low. Ayton. Money!
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Charlotte Hornets. And it's Miller in the corner. Good!
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives for the big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
There's 47 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Sharp. Defense right on him.
And this young guy is already imposing his will on the game. Sharp, someone you can count on in the moment.
Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
Now, Ball. Bridges a screen on Henderson. Out to Bridges. Miller outside. It's over Avdia. It's in!
Already, Miller showing he has no problem in the big moments. How about the gut from that young man?
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
Sharp on the wing. Defended by Man. Here's Kamare. Oh, and he misses the dunk. It's in! A huge shot to tie it up.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Got it up in time. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Ayton is out there with Avdia. And it's Kamare in at the small forward.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Now here's Henderson. Looking to get back on track here. And then Henderson with the jam.
Explosive in every way. The quick first step and then you see the hops.
And for the Hornets, they're shooting 43% from the floor. Pass to man. At the top of the key, Bridges. And here is Ball. Shot clock at 6. Out to Bridges. Miller with the ball. Jacks up a 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Avdia's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Henderson for 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Ball's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Man passes the ball. Here's Miller. And it's Miller with the jam.
Oh, easy money for Miller. He just generates offense.
Portland trailing here. Anderson looking it over. Pass to Sharp. Man with the rebound. Man's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now, here's Nurkic. Here's Man. And it's Miller in the corner. Hits it from 3-point range. Miller's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
Trailblazers moving the ball around. Pass to Ayton. Nurkic with the steal. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And Ball gets it to go on the assist from Bridges. Now it's a 7-point Hornets lead. We're in overtime. If you've just joined us, 2.5 minutes through it. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Just under 2.5 minutes passed here in this overtime. Now, here's Sharp. Defended by Man. Back to Avdia. Pass to Ayton. 4 on the clock. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Ayton's got 20 points.
How about a pivotal hoop from DeAndre Ayton?
And what an exciting game here with 3 minutes played so far in overtime. Bridges kicks to Miller. Bridges sets the screen for Miller. Bridges against Avdia. Here's Miller. And it's Portland with the rebound. Right side, Avdia trains the three-pointer.
Gotta like the confidence there. Shots like this prove Avdia is a solid scorer.
Henderson against Ball. At the elbow, Nurkic. Pass to Man. Ball against Henderson. Ball, the pass to Bridges. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Bridges has got 5 points now this quarter.
There's a fearlessness that Bridges brings to this team. He just welcomes the chance to take important shots.
Steps back. Here's Sharp. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Well, the potential of Shaedon Sharpe is so very evident. I mean, this guy, given some more development and time to flourish, he will be an offensive force in this league for a long time.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Ball against Henderson. And it's Miller in the corner. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
A huge reason Miller went so high in the draft. His three-point stroke, it's exactly what you want in a wing.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 for 5 for their shot since we got started here in overtime. Sharpe on the wing. Defended by Mann. And it's Sharpe missing. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Here's Mann. Defended by Sharpe. Mann passes the ball. Shoots over Henderson. Ball no good. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They trail by 7. Laces one from 3. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And they go to the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Now a timeout called by Portland. We've got 13 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, act fast, but without mistakes.
Avdia, no good on the quick 3, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They've used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
And so they foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
And he is unable to get the second one. So it's the Hornets picking up the win. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Brandon Miller.